Those of you who follow World of Warcraft undoubtedly heard about the Nostalrius server, which was the most popular vanilla WoW server, which of course was shut down recently, in April to be exact, by a cease and desist order from Blizzard. Now, as we all know, there was a pretty large outcry after the shutdown of this server. About 250,000 people signed a petition asking Blizzard to reconsider. Now, as we all know, it's not just as easy as turning the lights back on. Doing an official legacy server is something that's very difficult, and basically Blizzard allowed the developers of the Nostalrius server to come into their offices and basically discuss why having an official legacy server isn't as easy as it sounds. And there were CEO Mark Morhaime in attendance, the executive producer J. Allen Brack, the game director Tom Chilton, and many more of the big names over at Blizzard who handle World of Warcraft. The meeting apparently lasted about 5 hours. Got a few comments here from the Nostalrius project manager Viper, who wrote, quote, "In a sense, they are also vanilla World of Warcraft fans. One of the game developers said that WoW belongs to gaming history and agreed that it should be playable again, at least for the sake of game preservation, and that he would definitely enjoy playing again. After this meeting, we can affirm that these guys want to have legacy WoW servers, that's for sure. In order to generate the server and the client, a complex build system is being used. It's not just about generating the wow.exe and server.exe files. The build process takes data, models, maps, etc. created by Blizzard and also generates client and server specific files. The client only has the information it needs and the server only has the information that it needs. This means that before relaunching Vanilla Realms, all the data needed for the build processes has to be gathered in one place with the code. Not all this information was under a version control system. In the end, whichever of these parts were lost at any point, they will have to be recreated. This is likely to take a lot of resources through a long development process." Now, obviously, the private server did exist, but it obviously wasn't a complete package of vanilla WoW, because that is a huge undertaking that will take a lot of time, manpower, and obviously money. And for Blizzard to take this under their belt, as you would, they obviously have to be convinced that the demand is enough. Now, yes, 250,000 people signed this thing, but were that many concurrent players on the server? Probably not. To be honest, obviously I don't have access to their figures, but I would doubt that it's that many. But if they can still be convinced that it's worth their time, then it seems like they want to do it. It's just not a matter of turning on a switch, flipping a few dials, there you go, have your server. Because WoW, vanilla WoW, it doesn't exist anymore. I'm sure they still have the code, but it doesn't exist the way that it used to. And bringing it back is pretty complicated. So it seems there is hope, but it's probably not going to be anytime soon. Perhaps they'll even take some of the Nostalrius guys on as temporarily to help them do this, figure out how they did it, well, not exactly how they did it, but how they got around some of the issues maybe, that sort of thing. But it seems they're at least open to it, which is more than we thought previously. To be honest, I thought this was the last we heard of it when it got shut down, and of course the server is no more. But it seems, they understand that people want it, and they also would want it, but is it worth it? I don't know. But at least now we have a maybe rather than the definitely not that we thought we had previously. So good news, I guess, kind of, for people who wanted a vanilla WoW server. Blizzard are at least thinking about it. So it seems that Nostalrius may yet live on in some way, at least in the future. Love to hear your thoughts and opinions though, as always. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you next time.